Back to another YouTube video. It's your boy Ryan G. Today we're gonna react to 10 quickest first time WWE Championship wins. We're gonna react to 10 quickest first time WWE Championship wins. Let's get right into the video.
Wow.
Alright, we have an advertisement to start off this video.
Who joins WWE one day dreams of becoming WWE champion. Well, actually, most of them dream about having health insurance, but that would probably be a step too far. Some stars go their entire careers without winning the belt, while others take years to get there. Some, on the other hand, they get to the mountaintop very, very quickly. These 10 grapplers all took less than 2 years to get their hands on the top prize, with some doing it within a few months of their first televised appearance. This list is about the WWE Championship, by the way, so no world heavyweights or universals, I'm afraid. I'm Sam Driver from Cultaholic Wrestling, and these are the 10 quickest first-time WWE title wins. Join us! Number 10, Superstar Billy Graham at
612-day reign. Billy Graham.
12 days. Known for his eccentric look and behavior that definitely wasn't copied by a certain bandana wearer, Superstar Billy Graham revolutionized what it meant to be a wrestling heel in the 1970s. When he talked, you listened, when he wrestled, you watched, and when he called you brother, you better believe you were now legally related. After cutting his teeth in the American Wrestling Association, Graham made his televised WWE debut in 1975, back when the company was still known as the WWF. He took some time away from the promotion to compete in the NWA before making his grand return 2 years later. 612 days after his first match, the superstar captured his first and only WWE title when he beat the one and only Bruno Sammartino. He held on to—
Yeah, I was trying to figure out who that was, but yeah, Bruno Sammartino, he has like the longest world title reign of like about 1,000-something days.
his prize for 296 days, which was the longest heel reign in the title's
Yeah, I think he just said it like 2,000 or something.
history until Roman Reigns came along and stomped his record into the ground. Graham was a one-of-a-kind performer who was impossible to ignore. It makes sense that WWE wanted to make him their champion as soon as possible, even if what he did after he lost left a lot to be desired. Number 9, Vince McMahon at 500.
Bro, 519 days? That's a lot of days. CM Punk's reign was like his heel reign 2012 to 2013 when he dropped it to The Rock. His was like 300 days. Vince was 500.
19 days. I know it's a bit awkward talking about him now, but in the words of Scott Steiner, the numbers don't lie. If we were counting a debut as the first time someone appeared on WWE TV, then Vince McMahon would be nowhere near this list. In fact, he shouldn't have really been anywhere near this list anyway. Despite his insane and frankly alarming muscle mass, Mr. McMahon was not a wrestler. The fact that he won any championships, let alone his promotion's own world title, is absolutely bonkers. But unfortunately, that's exactly what happened in September of 1999. With help from his mortal enemy, Stone Cold Steve Austin, McMahon pinned his own son-in-law Triple H to capture the big gold dinner plate, much to the bemusement of everyone watching. And he didn't even have the good grace to lose the belt. He vacated it the next week on Raw.
Vacated. See, I didn't watch all the Raws back in the day. Like, he vacated the title. Dang. So you guys explain to me why he vacated the title the week following.
Tell us. Vince's ludicrous victory came 519 days after his first official WWE match, which was against the aforementioned Mr. Austin on a 1998 episode of Raw.
Only reason why I wanted a little analysis from you guys is because I'm not gonna look that up. But yeah, dang, you dropped it. He won it and he vacated it the next week.
You might not like this entry, but look, I don't make the rules. Oh wait, yes I do. Shut up. Number 8, Bob Backlund at 440 days. It's hard to imagine Bob Backlund as anything other than a raving pensioner, but there was a time when he was young. The rosy-cheeked rookie was brought into WWE in late 1976 as an all-American boy-next-door character designed to be the ultimate babyface. While a character like this would be absolutely savaged today, people were a lot kinder back in those days. Us modern fans, on the other hand, are emotionless husks, especially you. It didn't take long for the sprightly youngster to ascend to the main event. He chased our old pal Billy Graham and his championship for over a year, scoring various victories over the champ, but never in a way that landed him the title. 440 days after his official WWE debut, Backlund finally defeated Graham at Madison Square Garden. This began his huge reign with the title, the second longest in its history. Just ignore the part where he technically lost it to Antonio Inoki and they pretended he didn't. Backlund also holds the record for longest gap between championship reigns, as he would win the title again in 1994. Honestly, he could probably rock up now and win the belt. I wouldn't want to mess with him. Yep.
Alright, we got an advertisement.
Number 7, The Undertaker at 373 days. We all know that The Undertaker debuted at Survivor Series 1990 and then defeated Hulk Hogan for the WWE Championship at the same event 1 year later, right? So naive. While the dead man's first televised appearance was on pay-per-view, he technically debuted for the company 3 days earlier. This makes absolutely zero difference to his placement on this list, but we're nothing if not sticklers for detail here at Cultaholic.
Is that Coco Beware? I don't know why. I just think that's Coco Beware.
Towers, his first WWE match was taped for an episode of Superstars and was against a man called Mario Mancini, who sounds like an extra from a mob movie. He also went by Kane the Undertaker during this period, which is a detail that became very complicated about 7 years later. Before that, however, Taker did indeed capture his first of many world titles at Survivor Series 1991. At the tender age of just 26, he dropped the Hulkster on his red and yellow skull, with more than a little help from Ric Flair, to pin him and claim the title for Death Valley. This was, of course, all a part of a ploy to get people to buy the This Tuesday in Texas pay-per-view, but it still counts. Number 6, Alberto Del Rio at 362 days. It feels like WWE have been looking for the next Rey Mysterio.
300 plus days is, like I said, that's not a bad title reign. Like, CM Punk's like my favorite wrestler, right? So like his 300-day title reign when he was a heel with Paul Heyman, and he had his rivalries with Ryback and different wrestlers, Cena and Shield, making their debut and stuff like that. You know, 300 reign does feel like a long reign overall. But yeah, let's continue.
For about as long as the Lucha legend has been part of the company, maybe even before then. One of the many Hispanic stars they've pushed over the years was Alberto Del Rio, and oh boy did they push him hard. The Mexican aristocrat debuted with a strong gimmick, a sleek presentation, and even his own personal bloody ring announcer. I actually looked into getting one of those for myself, but then I'd have to remember to feed it and take it for walks, and it just wouldn't be worth it. In his first year in the company, Del Rio won the Royal Rumble, the Money in the Bank briefcase.
His first year in the company.
And almost exactly 1 year to the day of his first match, the WWE Championship. His cash-in on CM Punk at SummerSlam 2011 was the culmination of one of the most overbooked main events in company history. A special referee, a controversial finish, a run-in from Kevin Nash, a walk-in from Kevin Nash. You name it, this match has got it. Del Rio's later history in WWE might be clouded in controversy, but at least he had one hell of a start. Number 5, Kurt Angle at 343 days. If you look up the phrase great rookie year in the dictionary, then you won't find anything, because that's just not how dictionaries work. But if it was how they worked, however, then you'd see a picture of Kurt Angle. The Olympic hero blew everyone away with his mixture of stellar mic work and immaculate in-ring technique. He'd been an all-time amateur wrestler, but it turns out that his true calling was actually sports entertainment. Following his debut at Survivor Series 1999, which was against Sean Stasiak of all people, Angle quickly picked up belts like they were on sale, winning both the IC and European championships in quick succession. Less than 1 year after his debut, Angle then faced off against The Rock in the main event of No Mercy 2000 with the world title on the line. After yet more interference, Stephanie McMahon, Triple H, and Rikishi all had their say, Kurt hit an Angle slam on the Great One to capture his first of many world championships. It's often been said that nobody took to the pro wrestling business as quickly as Angle did. He just got it and was rewarded almost immediately for that. Number 4, Big Show at 271 days. Kurt Angle might have been...
Do you guys think Big Show should have had a longer title reign for any of his matches? Like, not matches, but do you guys think he should have had a longer title reign than 200 days or any of his title reigns? Do you guys like Big Show's title reigns overall? I don't know.
An Olympic gold medalist, and he might have done it with a broken freaking neck, but you know what he wasn't? Really tall. As the Giant, Big Show had technically won the WCW Championship in his very first match at Halloween Havoc 1995. You know, the one with the monster trucks and the fall from the roof and, of course, the Yeti! How could we ever forget? His journey to the WWE Championship wasn't quite as rapid, mind, but it still was pretty quick. Following his debut at St. Valentine's Day Massacre in 1999, Paul White had his first WWE match 2 days later for a taped episode of Raw. Later that year at Survivor Series, after Steve Austin came down with a nasty case of being run over, Show took his place in the Triple Threat main event for the WWE title. And in a moment nobody saw coming, he took advantage of a beaten down Triple H and captured the belt with just 271 days of WWE experience under his belt. And how did the company follow up this shocking scene? By booking Show in a feud with the Big Boss Man, where the former prison guard stole his dad's coffin. Genius! Number 3, Yokozuna at 174 days. From one big bugger to another, Yokozuna's...
Okay, I got a question for you guys. I know this is kind of off topic. Is Yokozuna is he in the DLC pack, or is he in any of the 2Ks for free? Cause I'm trying to play as him. I don't think I'm trying to play as Yokozuna, but I don't know if he's a DLC pack. But 100+ day reign. That's not bad, is it? It's not bad.
Meteoric rise to the top was the product of being the right guy at the right time. Following the steroid scandal that rocked WWE in the early 1990s, the company was in need of stars who were physically impressive but didn't look like a bowling ball stuffed into a sock. WWE fell in love with the guy, changing his name and ethnicity to create the ultimate foreign monster heel. He had his debut match in October 1992, and by the time January rolled around, he'd been chosen to win the first Royal Rumble match that guaranteed its winner a WrestleMania title shot. On April 4th, 1993, with a crowd at Caesar's Palace watching on, Yokozuna crushed Bret Hart's dreams.
He won, right? And then I think he lost. Didn't he lose that same night? I could be wrong.
And sternum to win the WWE Championship. In just 174...
I thought he lost against, I thought he lost that night to somebody. I thought somebody helped someone win some belt.
Days, Yoko had gone from sideshow attraction to world champion and looked set to rule over the company with an iron fist. That was until Hulk Hogan came.
See, I was right. I just had to wait until he was done with whatever he was talking about.
Along and cashed in his "that doesn't work for me, brother" in the bank briefcase. Sheamus at 166 days. The Celtic Warrior is the only person on this list who had his debut match on an episode of ECW. Make of that what you will.
Yeah, he debuted it on ECW. A lot of them did. He did. Kofi Kingston did. Who else did? Somebody else forgot. It's just a lot of different wrestlers that debuted it in ECW. The only one else I can remember is Kofi Kingston.
After terrorizing the Extreme brand for a few months, Sheamus quickly moved over to Raw. He had his first pay-per-view match at Survivor Series 2009, competing in a traditional elimination match as part of a team captained by The Miz. He then had his second pay-per-view match 1 month later at TLC, where he beat John Cena for the WWE Championship? That can't be right. In a move that still seems unreal over 15 years later, Sheamus did indeed shove Cena through a table to...
Yeah, and this definitely should be number one because, like, he got pushed automatically. Like, I ain't gonna say automatic, like, he was really, like, he was in the company not that long. ECW maybe for not long, then on the main roster, and then beat Cena, wins the title, and yeah.
capture the spinner belt just 166 days after his ECW debut. If we'd based this entry on when he made his Raw debut, that...
But yeah, that's 10 quickest first time WWE Championship wins. You guys tell me what you guys want to see next in the comments down below. I got more videos coming. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment. Yeah, Uriah out.